Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day. Friday night, turn up. It's 8 o'clock, April 26th. Enjoying a nice big old glass of wine on a Friday night, chopping it up with y'all. Talking some women's basketball, because that's what we do. We can be talking about a lot. We talk about a lot. We're talking about women's basketball tonight. We're talking about the Gamecocks, and we're talking about this transfer portal. We're talking about LSU. We're talking about just so many things to discuss. Just so many things to discuss when it comes to Gamecock women's basketball and the rumor mill and the potential visitors and just so much. It is fun. It is fun to talk about women's sports because everybody watching women's sports. It's so cool. WNBA started their training camp, so that's gonna be lit next week, May 3rd. Hopefully you've gotten your WNBA league pass. Hopefully you have. Hopefully you have, because you're talking about two games on WNBA on next Friday. Two big games. You got a Chicago Sky, our very own Kamilla Cardozo, with Angel Reese playing the Minnesota Lynx. That's at 8 o'clock on May the 3rd. Okay, so the only way you watch it's a preseason game. So the only way you watch it is with WNBA League Pass. Okay, go to the app. Real cheap. I got it for $14.99. Don't know how, because I hear some folks saying it's $34.99. Maybe, I don't know. I read somewhere like whenever I got it, it was $14.99. The second year is $34.99. So maybe it's some deal I got. I don't know. And then Boston. Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark. Victoria Saxton. Taking on the Dallas Wings. It's going to be fun. It's going to be amazing. We can't wait to see our girls represent. I'm still trying to find a team. Got a few games to see Atlanta Dream play. So trying to find a team. Right now I'm leaning towards Chicago Sky. Got to support our girl Kamilla, and surprisingly got to support Angel Reese. Like, what the hell? Who does that? But that's where I am right now. I think I'm leaning towards the Chicago Sky. I got the wifey and I got the jerseys ready to hit submit. Kamilla Cardozo jerseys on the way. Will I get an Angel Reese jersey? Lord, oh man, I don't know. We have a visitor. We have a visitor that's going to be arriving at the University of South Carolina. We got a couple of visitors going to be showing up at USC real soon, and it's not like it's a surprise. If you go back into the archives of Captain Will's greatest hits, you will go back to April 13th video, live video. And I said, how would Kiki fit in with South Carolina, three-time national champions? How would she fit in with this group? And now Kiki is coming in for a visit to the University of South Kakalaki. The California girls coming over to South Carolina to check out what can we do up in Columbia. One of our favorite players is Adhel Wilson. She models her game after Adhel Wilson. She has 1 year left remaining to play. What better way for this young lady to end her career at USC. This USC, not another USC, not another one, not another one. This USC. What better way finish out your college career at the University of South Carolina, playing at the same school that your idol played for, the same school that your idol has a statue in front of the stadium, in front of the arena. How amazing would that be? She already got the leg sleeve like our own agent. It would be awesome. It would. It'd be awesome. And it was only Kiki was the only player. She was the only player who I thought would actually start for South Carolina that's in the transfer portal. She's the only one. Only one. Nobody else. Nobody else. Not Georgia or Moore. Not her. Virginia Tech now with Kentucky. We know playing for her coach. She's rated as the #1 person in the transfer portal. Nope. She wouldn't start South Carolina. Hell no. She won't start. Kiki from Stanford, 6'3" forward. She will be a starter for South Carolina. Then you can, if she chose South Carolina, you can mix and match a little bit. She starts at the 4. Have Watkins at the 3. Have Chloe. Have Joyce. Have Sania. Have Adhel coming off the bench. By the way, Adhel Tac, I touched bases with her. We're going to be doing an interview soon. Look out for that. Oh, yeah, it's happening, y'all. It's happening. Do I believe that Kiki will ultimately decide on the University of South Carolina? I would say this. I think that her actually coming for an official visit across the country means a lot. She has that non-contact clause in her transfer portal paperwork or whatever, which means she already knows where she's either going to go or the limited amount of schools that she's going to visit. It's just, I think it's a natural fit. I think it's a natural fit. Her ability to score the basketball at the 4 position immediately puts us another level of where we are right now. Now, the level that we are right now, which I said this upcoming season will be the best team that we've ever assembled at University of South Carolina, but a three-time national champions. Having a player like Kiki, it increases the depth. You have the leading scorer for Stanford possibly coming over to South Carolina. Okay, let's begin with that. That's amazing. We can start with that. The leading scorer for Stanford, perennial team for multiple years, into the portal. It would be awesome. I don't know. I'm sure that she's going to visit Southern Cal. I think Southern Cal, which sounds ironic, you know, Southern Cal and South Carolina, the 2 USCs are going to be her finalists, and it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Obviously, we don't need Kiki. Let's be clear. Let's be clear on that end. We don't need Kiki. We don't need nobody. We don't need nobody. But in order to continue this dynasty above everybody else, you have to continue to bring in amazing talent. Some folks like, damn, like, Cal, South Carolina want everybody? Like, they trying to get everybody. First of all, we're not trying to get everybody. Matter of fact, we ain't got nobody in the transfer portal. Not a soul. We ain't getting nobody in the transfer portal. You got LSU going out and get 3 point guards. 3. No, why they only got 3 point guards? Well, first off, Caterer Poole into the portal, got suspended. Y'all know what went down during the season with that. So she gone. The other little point guard who was nice, but didn't play, she transferred out. So it's about like you have to, or LSU have to acquire talent to fill the needs of the play of their team, and you go out and you go get 3 point guards to try to facilitate that role. Here's the thing. They thought that Haley Van Lith was going to be her at the point guard position. You can't make a shooting guard into a point guard. It's just not natural. It's not natural. It's like you can't tell Captain Will to be quiet. It ain't gonna happen. It's not natural. It's never gonna happen. I'm always gonna talk. That's what I do. So they got multiple players in the transfer portal, and but no one scares me who they acquired. No one scares me like, oh, okay, or she a baller. She gonna do some things. No one scares me. Who they got? They got Cheyenne Day Wilson. Cheyenne Day Wilson. It started out at Duke. Yeah, I thought that when Winston Gandy came over to USC, I actually thought that she was going to follow and come over to South Carolina. Defensive player, kind of fit that mold of what a quality guard is. Defense first. I thought it would be an ideal fit. Okay, she went to Miami. She chose to go to Miami, and now she's transferring from Miami to her 3rd school. Okay, which is LSU. Right now, she's the 20th ranked player in the transfer portal. Okay, her 3rd school. That does not scare me. Not at all. Is there an upgrade? She was freshman of the year, ACC freshman of the year in 2022. Now she's a Baton Rouge, but it's a 3rd school. She's still trying to find a home, y'all. She's trying to find a home, and but she's not the only one. Kaylin Gilbert, Miracle Shepherd, neither one of those players are ranked in the top 25 in regards to the transfer portal. So I'm assuming that Cheyenne will start for LSU to go along with Michaela, to go along with Morrow. That's my assumption, but I don't know, man. I don't know. If you're gonna follow the template, template of the GOAT, that's not the way to go about it. That's not the way to go about it. And you got a lot of teams right now talking about depth and trying to build, and we're gonna increase our depth, all those things. We're gonna get quality players along the bench. Okay, that's cool. That's dope. That's nice. That's nice. But Carolina's been doing that, and now Carolina won 2 out of 3 championships. Okay, maybe that old thing of depth and talent actually means something. Actually means something. 2 out of 3 of the last championships, which could have easily been 3 out of the last 3 championships. If we would have played LSU again, we would have beat them for that championship. We did not. Iowa beat us. We returned the favor the next year, beat them down in 2 out of the last 3. So it seems like there is an abundance of movement in the transfer portal for multiple teams trying to increase their depth. Well, you are increasing your depth. LSU is increasing their guard depth. Got it. Cool. Nice. But you still got to play more than 6 players. If you don't play more than 6 players, it don't matter. It don't matter. It literally don't matter. Because you're going to get tired. We've seen that. We've seen that. If we get, this is the thing, y'all. If we get Kiki, if she signs with the University of South Carolina, go ahead and tap out. The other 359 teams in the country, go ahead and tap out. It is not going to be good. It is not going to be good for you this season. It won't be. It ain't going to be good for you anyway. South Carolina, don't bet your money on South Carolina to win the championship because you ain't going to win nothing. You ain't win that. You ain't win nothing. We're going to be the overwhelming favorite. Overwhelming favorite to win the chip next year. With or without Kiki. If we can get Kiki, we ain't going to be in the books. They ain't even going to list South Carolina or a favorite or they ain't be none of that stuff. None of that. What about the Oregon State guard, Hoffman? I heard she coming for a visit too. Is that real? Is she coming through? Is she coming for a visit? 5'11" grad student. She coming for a visit. Another shooter. Do we need another shooter? Hell yeah, we need another shooter. We always need shooters. Yes. You always want shooters and veteran shooters. Yeah. So yeah, you get her. If she actually commits to South Carolina, I hear both of them coming for a visit, right? No, I heard. And she came off, the crazy thing about it, she had an off year shooting the basketball. Off year, worst season of her career. She only averaged 11 points and shot 39% from the field. That's an off year for her. She is an elite shooter of the basketball. And she will be dynamic for the South Carolina Gamecocks. You will have another option shooting the basketball. How much will she play? I don't know how much she will play, but she'll play enough to get some threes off. I know that. I know that. Now her trend has been on a decline in terms of shooting. Freshman year, she shot 43% from three. Then 36%. Then 30%. Then 32%. Is it the quality of shots? Is she just off? I don't know what it is. I know she's a good shooter. Is she 10 to pop out? Nah, she ain't no 10 to pop out. She ain't no 10 to pop out. No. Ain't nobody out there who's Oceanside. No one out there in college basketball is Oceanside shooting the three-point basket. Nobody. I think she would get some burn if she chose South Carolina, or if South Carolina chooses her. Because that is real talk. That is the situation. It's not a matter of what teams or what players actually choosing. Is to the point now of Carolina saying, yeah, y'all, come on down. Come on down. You're invited to the Boomer Room. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Except for Kiki. Everybody else gotta ask for help to go through the velvet rope to the Boom Boom Room at the University of South Carolina. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. I want to say hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. So many comments on a Friday night, chopping up with your man Captain Will, talking women's basketball, talking Gamecocks. And we're going to talk about some more Gamecocks on Sunday evening. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do another live show on Sunday evening. Tomorrow night, we're doing a members only, chat at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Y'all look at the folks who are members, y'all will get the invitation tomorrow morning. And we're gonna talk it up tomorrow night for members only. And then on Sunday evening, we're gonna have another live show like we're doing right now. We're gonna have another one. Go through a few of these questions and comments. Lamar Donald, brother, thank you for being a member. New member to the Gold Club. What's up, my brother? What kind of wine are you drinking, Cap? I'm drinking some Pinot Grigio. And this is the thing. My wife, this is a big wine glass. It's a big wine glass. So, and she put a lot of wine in it. She did. So, it's that type of evening. I'm just chilling on a Friday night, drinking wine, chopping up with Cap Will. So that's where we're going. She is Rewind. Peely. I like Peely. I'm telling you. I like her. And I like the when she was announced, or when they introduced her to her squad, you know, the culture. I love seeing different cultures. I love seeing the love of various cultures in their just being different. You know, just and that's the thing, y'all. Everybody's different. So we need to accept everybody in every culture. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. And it's some great things about my culture. It's some things in my culture that I can't stand. But it's my culture, right? So I've gotten, you know, close with some members of the Pow Pow family, which is amazing. Learning their culture. It's just dope. Just learning and sharing and just love on top of love, you know? It's really cool. It's really cool. And I hope Peely does work this season. I hope she does work. It's going to be so crazy. Siobhan T, another member, and also my sister. Atlanta Dream versus Chicago Sky. Yeah. That's going to be lit. That's going to be lit. Yep. Reginald Aaron. It's a wrap if we get Kiki. It's a wrap, period. You bro. It's done. It's done. It's done already. But yeah, we get Kiki. It ain't even fair. Real talk, it ain't even fair. It ain't even fair. And then some folks like, okay, why? Why it ain't fair? Or why are we building? And I'm not gonna say a dream team. I'm not using that word. I'm not using that phrase like LSU did last season or the media did last season. I'm not gonna say Carolina has a dream team. I'm not gonna say that whatsoever. Because we don't have a dream team. We do not have a dream team. What we have is a dream culture. South Carolina has a dream culture. We are the top Fortune 500 company in the world. That's how Carolina rolls. We have the most talent, and you have the most talent that is staying at this corporation. They're not going out to competitors trying to find another job. They're not trying to do any of those things. What they're doing is staying at the current job they're with all the talent acquired, molding that thing up to have the best basketball team over the last 5 years. That's what Carolina's doing. That is what Carolina's doing. We didn't make those accusations when UConn was running roughshod over women's basketball, 11 championships. We ain't make those accusations. We ain't say Gino is gobbling up all the great high school basketball players. We never said anything about that. We saying Gino is great. He's the best women's college basketball coach, one of the best coaches that ever lived. That's what we were saying. When Pat Summitt was acquiring all that talent at Tennessee, and he winning all these championships, we saying Pat Summitt is one of the best coaches that ever coached basketball. So Dawn Staley doing the same thing. She's doing the same thing. It's not like Dawn Staley is recreating the wheel. She has the best. She is bringing the best talent to the University of South Carolina. What it is, nobody thought it was going to happen at the University of South Carolina. They thought UConn was going to be elite forever. It ain't going to happen. UConn will not be elite forever. Right now, South Carolina is the most talented basketball team in the country. Those are the facts. Last year, year before last, year before that last, and this upcoming season. Those are the truths. What can you do about it? Recruit better. Recruit better. Lamar Donald, cap. Yep. Kiki called Coach Daly set up a visit. Yep. Baker M, guys is bad. Doc told me I got a case of the Indiana fever. Oh, we watching a lot of Indiana fever games. We watching a lot of Indiana fever games. We watching a lot of Chicago Sky games. We watching a lot of Atlanta Dream games. We watching a lot of Connecticut Sun, Las Vegas Aces. Wherever there's a Gamecock, we watching a lot of them play. That's why I got WNBA League Pass. I had NBA League Pass a few years ago. Wasn't worth it. So got rid of it. I dropped like $500. I ain't paying no $500 to watch NBA. No. And then speaking of NBA, I was so happy when I got the alert that said Dawn Staley is not interested in the Charlotte Hornets head coaching job. I was so overjoyed when that happened. Dawn Staley going to the NBA, which she would be ideal for. I mean, she's one of the best coaches ever done it. You know, and I wouldn't, you know, being the first female and being the first Black female to actually be an NBA coach would be great for history. That'd be awesome. But selfishly, I don't want Dawn Staley to leave no University of South Carolina. And the Charlotte Hornets is my squad. And I know Charlotte sub right now, Washington, on sub, although we got Jaden Daniels in the first round, second pick of the draft, yesterday. But it's just like, okay, I don't need you going to no Charlotte Hornets. I don't need it. No, it's more fans at the Colonial Life Arena is at Charlotte Hornets game. It ain't even close. It ain't even close. Don't you? I'm glad she turned that down. Nope. Not at all. So I was happy about that. Happy. User Cordell, if she commits, Walker probably leaves. I mean, yeah. I mean, real talk. I wouldn't even say. See, this is the thing. No, I wouldn't even say. If she commits, Walker ain't. I don't believe Walker's gonna leave. Why? I don't know why Walker will leave. She's not taking. Kiki ain't taking Sakima Walker's place at the University of South Carolina. She is not taking her place. No. If Kiki joins the University of South Carolina, somebody else is leaving, and her name is not Sakima Walker. Her name is not Sakima Walker. Keep that in mind. Robert Whitaker. This will be like when Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors. Everybody knew they were playing for second place. Bro. Yes. And being a basketball fan, I was upset when KD went to Golden State. I'm like, what? Because I don't like. I already told you how I feel about the salary cap in the NBA, which isn't a salary cap in the NBA, so the rich get richer. This is the thing. I'm gonna go off on a tangent for a second, but stay with me. All right, so the NBA have a salary cap, hard salary cap, and you go over the luxury tax and blah 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 and all that, the apron and blah blah, all that stuff. It's so weird. You need to take a class to learn about the salary cap for NBA. So the Golden State Warriors, who didn't make the playoffs, lost in the play-in game, had the highest salary in the NBA. The highest salary in the NBA and did not make the playoffs. They were over $100 million into the luxury tax. And if you go over the luxury tax, for every dollar over the luxury tax. You got to pay other teams $3 extra. They tried to buy a championship. It didn't work. It didn't even buy it into the doggone playoffs. Now, in women's college basketball, or college basketball in general, you don't have a salary cap. You know, you can acquire talent via recruiting. Because if you're going to follow the template with Dawn Staley, you have to get in the lab and the pen and the pad with your phone. You got to get into the gyms, because Dawn Staley's everywhere. She just offered, J.C. Abbey, one of the quality players in the 2026 recruiting class. Been following her for a while. She's out there hustling. Not just her, Lisa Boulder, Gillette Law, Winston Gandy. You always see you see the four horsemen women. How do you say? I used to follow, wrestling back in the day. I still watch from time to time, 1986 wrestling, the four horsemen with Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson. It was amazing in my childhood. It was just awesome. I was like, whoa! I always loved the four horsemen. I was beating up everybody. So that's how this coaching staff is. So when they go into these gyms, and you see multiple other teams watching these quality players. But when South Carolina stops up there, everybody stops. I saw it. I've seen it. When Sarah and with Joyce, when it was Grace Christian versus Cameron, when they were playing, I was there. I was in the front row. I was right behind Don and the crew. Right behind. When they walked in, everybody stopped what they were doing. Now, it was LSU, UConn coach, hanging out, assistants. They was out there too. Everybody stopped what they were doing. Little kids came out the stands, taking pictures, getting stuff signed, and went on. I'll say about the second quarter, midway through the second quarter, when about 7 members of the women's basketball team walked through them doors, I tell you like this, it was like this child just pulled up. I'm telling you, it's like what these girls they own South Carolina. They own South Carolina. These little girls at these gyms want to be them. They want to play for Dawn Staley. So you got to recruit better. You have to recruit better. That's the only way you're going to get even closer to Dawn Staley. That's the only way. Not via the transfer portal. Because the best players in college basketball, 9 times out of 10, are not going to enter the portal unless there's a head coaching change. Trust when I say that. Kiki wouldn't have left if their legendary coach wouldn't have retired. Homeboy from Virginia Tech, he wouldn't have left Virginia Tech to go to Kentucky. And then everybody, his roster from Virginia Tech came on down to Kentucky. That's why they entered the portal. High quality players, 9 times out of 10, is not going to enter the portal. That is the reality. And that's some extenuating circumstances. So the way you're going to get better is to recruit better. That's it. Lamar Donald said, Kiki this message. The doors of the church are open. I'm going to do that. I will do that. I'm like, I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm going to do it right now. I am going to do it right now. Y'all, you getting live DMs from Captain Will to Kiki. Telling you. This is I mean, it has to happen. It has to happen. I ain't gonna DM her. I'm just do a regular post. Kiki. It's so crazy, man. Like technology can because I be getting some weird DMs and crazy at times. Like, what the hell? The doors of the church. The doors of the church is wide open. Oh, God. Come on down, girl. We want chips. More of them. We want more. There you go. And post it. That's it. That's it. We gotta do what we can. Do what we can. I smile. Adele is back in the gym. Yeah, she is back in the gym. She is working with Molly. She is getting stronger. She is getting better, and she's going to be ready. And we get that interview, hopefully within the next couple of weeks with Adhel Tac. She'll tell it herself. Shakim, I hope Kiki doesn't go to South Carolina. She'll take minutes from someone that will take minutes for Joyce. So, Shakim, bro, what? I know, because I feel like all these girls are my kids. I've told you that before. I feel like they're my kids. So I'm territorial about them. So you say something bad about one of my kids, I'll be ready to get you. So I am a South Carolina women's basketball fan. I'm a South Carolina fan. I'm a South Carolina football fan. I'm a South Carolina equestrian fan who head coach just retired 26 years. I'm a fan. But if you're a fan of South Carolina women's basketball, you want to continue to get great talent. You have to get great talent. We are not waiting for, this is basketball. This is basketball. If you're playing pickup basketball, think about it. If you're playing pickup basketball and you got a nice team, you got a nice squad, and you've been running. Like next, we got this. Next, and then homeboy from the Y who plays some JC ball comes in, because you play some JC ball at the Y. You pop into the Y, you bet everybody who out there. You got some 40 and 50-year-old dudes who can barely run up the gym. So yeah, this guy right here. Same concept. Kiki is a baller. You want more ballers on your basketball team. She's a baller. She's only going to do 1 year at the University of South Carolina and she comes to USC. That's it. That is not going to stunt the growth of Joyce Edwards, of Chloe Kitts. All it's going to do is make them better. You do not want anybody on this team playing 30 minutes a game. We just lost Camila Cardozo. Somebody got to get those 26 minutes. Okay? Yes, we have a bomb squad in the University of South Carolina. We do. But we also lost the number 3 pick in the WNBA draft. You want quality acquired talent to help replace that if they pass the interview. If you on your job and your supervisor of IT left the job and he been doing that job or she been doing that job for 20 years, and you got a young cat come up here who been working for a year, going to replace this dude or do that who been doing it for 20 years, that's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. That's reality. So what you got in the Kiki is a ready, finished, made product in college basketball who, if plugged in, will be an excellent asset to the University of South Carolina. Will that take minutes from other players? It would. Just like Tina Pow when she transferred in last year. Think about it. Last year, when she transferred in out of the portal, 7th ranked in the transfer portal, she took minutes from the from MiLaysia, who we had already signed. She took minutes from Talaysia Cooper, who ended up transferring out in June. Those are the things that happen. Basketball will play itself out. There are 360 teams in Division I basketball. There are a whole lot of teams. Our girls playing 20 minutes, 22 minutes, 24 minutes of high-level basketball is not going to deter these ladies getting drafted by the W. It is not. Not at all. It is not. Nope. If we have the opportunity to get Kiki, we damn sure better. Nobody's going to turn down no Kiki. There's no way. Kiki join this team next season or this upcoming season. A proven scorer? What? In a SEC that just got a lot better with Texas and Oklahoma joining the fray. Trust me when I say this. Texas is the truth. And they just added 2 5-star recruits. Okay? 2 top 10 players in this 2024 class is at the University of Texas. Yeah, that's what's going down. Lamar down the cap and watch the game. Sanford played in Sweet 16 with Kiki just balled out of mind. She outplayed Cameron Brink on that day. She sure did. She did. She did. Right now, if you look at, which maybe you haven't looked at, but this is what I do. I look at various projections for the 2025 WNBA draft. And if you look at the various projections for the 2025 WNBA draft, you have Paige Bueckers going number 1. That's not a surprise. She is the most complete basketball player in college basketball. She is, offensively and defensively. She's the most complete basketball player in college basketball. And I love me some Paige Bueckers. I do, because I appreciate anybody who played quality defense while also challenging an offensive end. I do. I think she's going to have a sensational season, this upcoming season. But I still think we're going to lay the smackers down to UConn when they come over to Colonial Life Arena. Those are just the facts of the matter. But she's projected to be number 1. You know who number 2? Number 2 in the 2025 projections is none other than Kiki Iriafen. Yeah, she's projected to go number 2. And we have the ability to get this talent possibly to the University of South Carolina. You don't turn down top 5, top 3 talent in next year's WNBA because we're going to take away minutes from another player. You don't do that. Dawn Staley ain't rocking like that. She got an opportunity to get Kiki. She going to get Kiki. And since we're talking about the WNBA draft in 2025, because I said about Paige Bueckers, I said about Kiki. Number 3 is Elisa Morrow. Morrow is right now projected to go number 3, and she is a very good player. We've seen it. I think she's going to have an even better year this year for LSU because she will be the go-to scorer. Number 4. Number 4 is Ashlyn Watkins. Ashlyn Watkins, who was out a good portion of this season, is projected to go number 4. Shooting guard, 5'11", from UConn. And yes, you got UConn with Paige, you got Asia. They have a dynamic backcourt. Okay, number 5. Because this is your lesson for the night. Lesson for the night from Cam Whip. Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles has been injured. Olivia Miles is a talent, y'all. She is a talent. Talented player. Point guard, Notre Dame. So you have a situation now with Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles. But she projected to be number 5. And right now, crazy as it is right now, and this is so out of whack because the season ain't even started yet. But they have her going to the Fever. So many things gonna happen with the draft order and blah blah blah, all those things. Number 6, Rory Harmon from Texas. We just talked about Texas. Point guard. She got injured. So when Rory Harmon got injured, you had Madison Booker being a point forward. That wasn't her natural job. She did a good job at it, but that wasn't a natural job. Okay. Sonia Cintron, number 7 for Notre Dame, a baller. Georgia, Amore, number 8, point guard from Virginia Tech. Very, very talented. Now, with Kentucky, following her coach. Number 9. I know folks was like, wait, what's the Carolina player? We got some stuff now. What's the Carolina player? Well, number 9 they have right now on the big board, none other than Tina Paopao. Oceanside herself. Tina Paopao right now is projected to be the 9th pick in the first round of the WNBA draft next season. Yes. And then we can talk about Maddie Westbell, number 11. We could talk about, various different players, but it's one player. Let me fix my headphones. It's one player that is projected right now, in the big board for this 2025 WNBA draft. And that is none other than our own Hollywood crockpot, Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson is right now 14th on the WNBA 2025 big board. Raven Johnson. She is a redshirt junior coming up. Raven Johnson can enter the draft because she'll be 4 years removed from graduating. Raven Johnson got injured her freshman year, only played 2 games, tore ACL. But she could enter the draft. And right now she's, at 14. What's saying that Raven won't move up? Raven Johnson is the best defensive player. Not her position. She is the best defensive player out of the top 15 basketball players in the 2025 big board. Yeah. Imagine that. And I won't say all the comments, but I see a whole lot of them. Okay? And I see a whole lot of stuff going on about Raven Johnson. What you have about Raven Johnson, the feelings that you have about Raven Johnson, at the end of the day, Raven Johnson averages 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting over 40% from the field on 7 attempts, shooting 40%, 37% from 3, and one of the best perimeter defenders in the country. She has an assist-to-turnover ratio of 2.5 to 1. And what I see is that the other general managers across the WNBA love some Raven Johnson. And I'm going to let you know right now. You put Raven Johnson on the Atlanta Dream, hometown girl, next season, there will never be an empty seat at the Atlanta Dream Arena. They already got to get a bigger arena that they play in. They already got to. They got to. Because they already sold out. Season pass is already sold out. Season tickets already sold out. But you put a Raven Johnson on the Atlanta Dream to go along with Haley Jones, Letitia, me here. Great. Woo. What? I just gotta let folks know. That sometimes we fuss about stuff about what she ain't doing, what she is doing, and Raven is the truth. She is the truth. And general managers love her. Team USA loves her. So if you're not a true Raven Johnson fan and appreciate what she actually does for the University of South Carolina, something wrong with you. Something wrong. Something wrong with you. Because Raven Johnson could leave USC after the season. She could leave and get drafted by the W. How about that? How about that? Now, hopefully she comes back and run it back to improve her stock. But over the course of the year, we're going to be tracking this and see how she moves up and down, moving up and down. Also, Tina Papa, see how she moves up and down, But right now, on the big board of the WNBA, top 25 players, Raven Johnson is number 14. Tina Papa is number 9. Okay? We have elite talent here, y'all. Elite talent. Lamar Marshall, Kiki can win a natty at South Carolina. She's already made a resume for the WNBA. Facts. Robert Whitaker. I think Chloe stayed because her boyfriend plays on the men's team. Texas looking good. They peaked up. Layla. Yeah, all that is true. And you know what? Loving Basketball, one of my favorite movies. And you know, back in the day, shout out to all my kids, all 5 of them, 3 girls, 2 boys. Shout out to you know, when one of them, when Chantel was in high school and she was dating her future husband Avery, both of them played basketball, so we had this old loving basketball thing. I love to see it. You know, and now with my youngest son and his girlfriend Rayhana, they both of them run track. So I don't know if y'all seen How I Learned back in the day, where they had Omar Epps and Tyra Banks. Good movie too. I watched that when I was in college. So they were both track, loving basketball. Same thing. It's so crazy, like Omar Epps. I never even thought about that. Omar Epps did 2 sports movies with track and with basketball. Never thought about it. But yeah. So I love when I saw the pictures at the Gamecocks Gala with Chloe and my man was Colin Murray, CMJ. Yeah, I can't even say it. Yeah. But it's so cute. It's just cute. It's just cute. You just love to see it. And this whole thing, and I tell the young heads, I'm at the barbershop chopping up or whatever. I tell the young heads, I say, you got a woman, you got to tell her. These are three things. 3 things. This is old school right here. You protect, you provide, and you profess your woman. That is the lesson of tonight. That's what you do. Protect, provide, and you profess. And you got loving basketball at the Gamecock Gala, and you in front of cameras, and this brother sit over and kiss his woman. Right there, that's professing. That's like, right? Don't DM me. Don't you say no mess like that. Don't DM me. Don't text me. Don't do anything. My girl's right here. That's what you do. Protect, profess, and you provide. Those are the lessons of life, young fellas. That's what you do. I tell my sons that's what you do as a man. Protect, profess, and provide. When you are serious with a female, that is what you do. That is old school talk from old Captain Will or Uncle Will, as some folks call me. That is what it is. So I love it. V Cooper, if you have an opportunity to add one of the best players in the nation to your squad, you do it. Don want to distribute minutes accordingly. Hey, bro, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You don't just no. You think the Olympic team USA, is worried about minutes? They're worried about getting that gold medal. Nobody ain't thinking about no minutes. Oh, I might not play on more than 10 minutes. Oh my God, no. You're acquiring the best talent in college basketball on your team. That is what you do. So you can continue to win. Continue to sell out. We want to be in the annals of the best teams that has ever been assembled in college basketball. Men or women. Because now we got to start talking about this. These are the things we got to start talking about. We got to talk about in the same vein of great talent, by comparison's sake, men teams and women's teams. Right now, on this roster right now, is the most talented basketball team that's ever been assembled in women's college basketball. Most talented, multiple 5 stars, a heap of them. You can count them on both hands. Multiple McDonald's All-Americans. You can count them on both hands. You will literally have 2 starting lineups who can make the Sweet 16. This is South Carolina. 2 starting lineups that can make the Sweet 16. You can have Team A, you can have Team B. Maybe you should make a ruling by the NCAA. Say we're going to split teams. We're going to play. Team A going to play this way. Team B going to play over here. And both of them make the tournament. That is how good South Carolina is. What? Amazing. Teron, LSU culture is very different in South Carolina. Hard to make just part of Don philosophy at South Carolina work LSU. They do different, you know. One thing LSU think they're better than everybody. They think they a recruiting guru. Like, who named this brother the recruiting guru? Like, how do you get that title? Was there an interview process? Was there a meeting? Was there a vote? How do you get the process of being, how do you get that title of being the recruiting guru? And it sticks. I don't get that. So help me out. Help a brother out. If you are the recruiting guru, as your title suggests itself, why is it that the recruiting guru only got 1 player in the top 100? Why is that? Somebody help me out. If you are the recruiting guru, how does that happen? And this player, not in the top 20, not in the top 50, not in the top 75, but you're the recruiting guru. I think we need to revoke that title. It's not warranted. I think we need to take it away. Because when you are the recruiting guru and you have multiple players that are leaving your team, you have to bring those players in via recruiting. Because last time I checked, all the top players in the class of 2024 decided not to go to LSU. None of them went to LSU. None of them went committed to LSU. Not a one. Not one. LSU had 0 McDonald's All-Americans. LSU got 0 5-star recruits. Not one. And the recruiting guru. Tis. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. James McFadden, Cap, where else other than South Carolina can you go play 15 to 20 minutes? Say less. Win the Natty. Say less and get better. Say less because you're practicing against the best in the day in and day out. What? James McFadden, thank you for being a member. First off, we're going to chop it up tomorrow night. But yes. Nowhere can you go to another team, play 15 to 20 minutes because a lot of these top teams only played 6 or 7 players. Carolina played 9 religiously. 9. A lot of cases, 10. Every game. The most minutes was by Raven Johnson, averaged about 27.5 minutes per game. You had these players getting these gaudiest stats. And I'm a stat guy. I'm an analytic guy. But I also break it down. So if you're playing 35, 37 minutes of basketball game and you're shooting the basketball 20 times, 22 times, you are going to acquire crazy stats because you're playing more. If you're playing 35 minutes of basketball game over the course of 38 basketball games, you're going to play your stats are going to be warranted and going to be, astronomical or whatever the case may be. And you're going to get some of these fake awards. Going to get some of these fake preseason and regular season awards that's not supposed to go to you. Just because you play a lot of minutes. Everybody with two set eyes know that Carolina was the most talented basketball team in the country. Just didn't play a lot of minutes. So this is the thing. This is the dilemma. This is the dilemma for these SEC preseason awards, for these preseason All-American teams. This is a dilemma that they have to have. Now, you can go into this season with a undefeated 38-0, three-time national champion that brings back majority of their squad and not have these folks in these preseason awards, because you look crazy. You look crazy. Just gotta say it. You look crazy. It looked crazy when looking at the SEC preseason awards. If we take it back, when you had three members, scratch that, had 4 members on the first team and second team all SEC, and you only had 2 from South Carolina, Camila Cardozo and Tina Papa. You look real crazy. You look real crazy, and it transcended how the season went on. You can't do that this season. You're gonna look crazier if they aren't. If Raven Johnson, Tahina Pau, for 1 and 2 for sure, MiLaysia Fulwiley, Ashlyn Watkins are not on these preseason SEC All-American type events, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy because you can't penalize greatness. Y'all, you run it back. All these preseason awards that was given out was for teams where they were the quote unquote star player of their squad. All those teams were watching the University of South Carolina cut down the nets. Come on now. And I'm gonna lose my mind in the fall if that happens again. But they gotta go back to the lab, to pen and pad, and come up with some more analytics, some more suggestions. Because they missed the mark. And this thing, it honestly, it'll piss me off. But I want. Please do it. Go ahead and rank them like that. Because Carolina goes through this upcoming season, 38-0, be 76-0, lost 3 games over 4 seasons, and we don't have multiple players and All-American content and all of it, you look crazy. I hope it happens. Lamar Marshall, what is your take on Dominique Maloney out of France? I mean, she's like a 6'5", 6'6", big, talented, but I'm not getting that recruiting love. Not getting that recruiting love from my taste. The sources and the sites that I check out. I'm not getting that love. Lamar Donald, Cap, Kiki, Ashlyn, a buffed up Chloe. Yeah, she's getting stronger. Raven and Tahina will put every game away in the first quarter. You're pretty right. And they're doing that dope tournament. Is it called a tournament? I don't know if it's a tournament, but classic. Yeah, let's call it classic. It's gonna be at the Spectrum Center in November, I believe. Carolina gonna be playing Virginia Tech, and Carolina gonna be playing North Carolina State. Iowa gonna be playing Virginia Tech, if I remember correctly. Might be wrong, but they missed the boat by 1 year. This should have happened this past season, But Iowa would be decent. They ain't gonna be not even in the same atmosphere where they were. But it will be nice to watch a rematch against North Carolina State. up here in my home spot. So it's gonna be fun. Not to go, I don't know how I feel about overstacking the team. I know we would like to think everyone would be okay with losing more minutes, but reality says not everyone was happy with this. And you're right, everybody's not gonna be happy. Don said that last year. Everybody wasn't happy last year. She said that some folks will not be happy with the role that they are given, but they have to play it. It's basketball. They have to play the role that they're given. You know, and more power to Sania Feagin, who went from starting at the preseason game against Rutgers to coming off the bench and not even playing much at the beginning of the season and then work their way in. All these girls are competitors. They're competitors. And like I said before, there are 359 other basketball teams across the land. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Well, here's the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing to keep an eye on. The girls got to May the 1st. May the 1st to enter the portal in order to play basketball in the fall. If they wait longer than May the 1st, it will be in the same situation that MiLaysia Cooper had last season, where she had to sit out the upcoming season. So a lot of decisions are going to be made before May the 1st. It's April 26th, almost April 27th. May the 1st is coming up fast. Coming up fast. Will we see a transfer? If we're going to see a transfer, it got to happen soon. It really got to happen soon. She's re-ranked. We don't have a wing when Hall leaves. We don't have a wing when Hall leaves. How can I say this? I don't see Breezy is not a wing by the explanation of the term. Breezy is a guard. She's a 6-foot guard. Okay. So we play 3 guards. We don't play 2 guards and a wing. We actually play 2 point guards in Raven Johnson, Tina Pow, and we play a shooting guard in Bree Hall. That is what we play. That is what we play. So, in my opinion, a wing in college basketball is 6'1", 6'2", who can handle the ball, great shots, and all that cool stuff. So, when Bree leaves, it just opens up a position for Tessa to start at her position. That is what's going to happen. Tessa is going to start when Bree leaves. That is a given. That is a given. And Tessa is an exceptional player. Exceptional. So when Bree leaves, she moves on, possibly to the W. Yeah, Tessa's going to be the starter. If Raven comes back for the 2025, 2026 season, her redshirt her redshirt senior season, the starting lineup will be Raven Johnson, MiLaysia Fulwiley, and Tessa Johnson. That's the starting lineup. With Maddy will be playing the role of MiLaysia Fulwiley right now, and then you're gonna have another guard, high quality point guard from the 2025 class, who's going to be the next one. That is the formula, That is the formula. DT Dawn is preparing Tessa to take Powell's place, so she will fit perfectly at 2. I see Tessa at 3, like I just said. I just see her at the 3 position, and MiLaysia sliding in at the 2. That's what I see for next season. Next season after next. Adam Ritter, I think Chloe leaves and we get Kiki. Adam Ritter, bro. I don't think Chloe's going anywhere. And I'm going to just leave it at that. I don't think she's going anywhere. Ernest Boy, I hope these teams leave our coach alone. If she wants to go, Don will call them. Please stay home. Coach Staley. That's the whole thing. I'll call you. Don't call me. That's that whole thing right there. But just to be interested, just to be in the conversation of a head coaching job in the NBA, because I ain't gonna say she could. She would make more money in the NBA if she coached the Hornets. That's a given. That's a given. But see, this is like a negotiation tactic as well. It's like, oh, okay, I'm marketable in the NBA. She won't go to the WNBA. Let's be clear with that. It's gonna be at this point right now, it's gonna be college basketball or NBA. At this point for the WNBA, she will be taking a significant pay deduction. 5 years from now, when the WNBA has this nice TV deal, and we are talking about WNBA merchandise being sold off the hook, there might be a possibility. Might be a possibility. Lamar Donald cap after one season with Don and Coach Lisa, Kiki would be number 1 in the draft. A straight up Asia Wilson comp. I never even thought about that. Never even thought about that. If she here's another thing. Here's another thing. Retired coach from Stanford, legendary coach, most wins in the history of ever. Coach Dawn Staley, Team USA. You think it wasn't a phone call to Coach Staley about Kiki? You think it wasn't no conversation with her chopping it up? Never thought about that. Never thought of it. And I mean, she's an excellent player. I mean, she's an excellent player. Lawrence Calhoun. Oh, you're going at Adam. That makes 0 sense. Kids was still get her minutes. Kiki would get Camilla's minutes. These championship ballers are not whining babies. They aren't. They aren't. And the cool thing about it, they've been playing against each other since 9th, 10th grade in high level AAU ball. They've been playing each other. Raven said that she was playing with MiLaysia like in 10th, 11th, 12th grade, FBC United AAU. So she's seen the growth. That's why Raven was at MiLaysia's jersey ceremony, retiring a jersey. And shout out to Raven for having a jersey retired as well. Nobody need to wear these jerseys. No. You ain't got the privilege. They need to do more of that. High school sports. If you were an elite talent in any sport at your high school, the jersey need to be retired. You don't need to wear it. Don't be allowed. Robert Minnick, Camwell. I don't think a lot on here has watched Kiki play. If they had, they'd be wishing we would get her. That I don't know how many people watch her. And that's the thing with Stanford being a West Coast team. We don't watch a lot of Stanford on the East Coast. It comes on too late. And then that whole mess of the Pac-12 channel, and you gotta download this and pay money for that to watch these games, and didn't make no sense. I was upset with that all the time anyway. So you're not seeing a lot of that. So a lot of folks on here probably was watching Stanford mostly in the tournament. And you're right, brother. You're right. Kiki Iriafen, if she comes to the SEC, will be the best post player in the SEC. Kiki Iriafen, if she comes to the SEC, will be the best player in the SEC. If we have the capability to get a player by that stature, we have to get her. Let me say that one more again. She is the best player in the SEC if she comes to South Carolina. Yes. And that is adding on to all this talent that we have. You potentially, if Kiki shows up, you will potentially have 3 members of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks being chosen in the first round of the 2025 draft. 3 in the first round. Because I do believe that Raven Johnson's stock will continue to rise. As Cole, Kiki is pretty much an older version of what Joyce can be. Joyce can learn a lot from her. Those right there. That is a very good comparison. Very good comparison. Similar in size. Similar in ability in high school. Well, Joyce is a better player in high school than Kiki was. She was. I'm just keeping it real with you. Those just the fact. Haley Amari Chloe would be busy in the weight room this summer, y'all. She come back with a business. She ought to be working out. Molly is like legit, y'all. I really need to get that plan by Molly. But I don't just want to plan. I want like a video YouTube session, Zoom session to push me. Because I'm lazy now. I'm telling you, I'm lazy right now. I am. I joined the Army. This is the crazy thing. I joined the Army in 1993, right out of high school. Reserves. Then went active in 96. Retired in 2018. That's a long time of working out. I was like, I just need a break. That's my feet hurt, back hurt, road marches, carrying this, carrying that, running 4, 5, 6 miles. Like, what? I had a break. No, I ain't doing this mess. Now I've been breaking a little long now. I've been breaking. I have been breaking. Lamar Donald Cap, we get Kiki and we go 38-0. We go 38-0 regardless. Only hiccup that I see this season is is UConn. The UConn they got a squad. UConn and Texas. If we play Texas, that's gonna be a game. Woo! That's gonna be a game. That's gonna be a game. You know. Elizabeth Anderson, don't think Sania will leave South Carolina during senior year. I don't think so either. I think Sania is living her best life. Esco, I think Raven will go higher if she waits until 2026. I believe so as well. South Carolina bred gullet accent. Will, don't confuse height for talent. Notre Dame will leave miles with any other players. I feel you. Sania Feagin. This is from Michelle Malone. Sania Feagin ain't going nowhere. She said anywhere, so she talked more proper than I did. She is rewinding. Is Hall getting any? Is Hall not getting any looks? I just looked at the big board, top 25 big board, and right now in the top 25 big board, Bree Hall isn't on it. Now that can change. Because I ain't gonna say that it can change. It will change. You talking about April, late April. So I will be keeping up to date on these WNBA projections, and I'll do because I didn't do that last season, but I will do that often. I'm gonna talk about WNBA a lot this season too. Shawati, facts. Westlake's finest. Yeah, for sure. LB Tina has to hunt her shots this year. Sometimes she wouldn't be aggressive. Yeah. LB, I'm telling you right now. That Tahina will be back and better than ever. Lamar Donald. What? Tahina has to be like Caitlin. Catch and shoot, even if the defender is in your face. Well, Lamar Donald, you my man. You my boy. I do not want Tina Powell to be like Caitlin Clark. I don't. I really don't. That's not South Carolina basketball. Tina Powell was the most efficient three-point shooter in the country. Caitlin Clark was not. She took a ton of them. She averaged about 14 to 15 threes in a basketball game. There were a lot of bad shots that Caitlin Clark took in college basketball. A lot. She only shot about 39% from the three. The reason A good reason why she only shot 39% was because she took a bunch of bad shots. Logo threes get you on Sports Center if you hit them. She missed a ton of three-point baskets in college basketball. A ton. If you shoot 15 of them, you're gonna hit some of them. I want the efficient three-pointer. If you are being contested, don't shoot that shot. This ain't Iowa. This ain't all these other teams that just Notre Dame where you shooting bad shots just because you are the star. No, South Carolina has a team full of stars. So why would I take contested shots? Why? We don't have to. We were the number 3 ranked offense in college basketball last season. We were the number 3 ranked three-point shooting team in college basketball this past season. The reason why we were because we were efficient. Don't take these dumbass shots when we ain't got to. Let's not do that. Let's not do it. You keep that thing off. You keep that thing off to a Breezy. You keep that thing off to a MiLaysia. You kick that thing off to a Tessa Johnson. And if we get Kiki, you keep that thing off to Kiki. Ashlyn. I can just go on and on. Raven. So many players that can get buckets. I don't need no just shooting threes. That to be shooting threes. I ain't whatever that. I ain't whatever that. Nah, let's go. This might be way too soon to talk. It's never too soon. Madonna already sent an offer to the number 1 high school class of 2027 prospect, Kalima Smith. She's like MiLaysia 2.0. We're good for the next few years, y'all. And I spoke about this, and thank you for the comment. Let's go. Thank you for the comment because we will always get a quality point guard in every recruiting cycle. Every recruiting cycle. Will we get the top point guard in every recruiting cycle? Don't know. Don't know. But I tell you this right here. We will get a really, really, really good one. Jelani Cambridge going to Ohio State. Who the second best? Maddy McDaniel. Class 2024. Last year. Somebody named MiLaysia Fulwiley. Yeah. 2022. MiLaysia Cooper. 2021, Raven Johnson. We always going to get a quality point guard. When I say quality, I'm talking about 5-star elite type point guard at the University of South Carolina. That's always going to happen. Always going to happen. So it's cold. It ain't too late. It ain't too early. It is not too early. My man Neil. What's up, brother? What's up, Big Oos? We have to do some planning. We have some planning to do when that game happens in Charlotte in the fall, family barbecue. You already know. You already know. That has been discussed. You already know, bro. You already know. And I already talked to wifey. Family barbecue is happening at the Williams Manor in Charlotte. We got plenty of room. It's going down. It is going down. Facts. Yes. Yes. We have to do it. It is on. It is on. We're going to do it for sure. That's my man, Neil. Ladies and gentlemen, we have went an hour and 24 minutes on a Friday night. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And I'm going to close out. I'm going to close out with this right here. There was a recent job opportunity for your man, Captain Will. I ain't going to say what school. I ain't going to say what situation. But that, it was a recent opportunity for Captain Will. And had a conversation with wifey, and we decided, nah, we good. We good. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I love covering women's basketball. I love covering the Gamecocks. I love chopping up with y'all. So we ain't going nowhere. We ain't doing nothing. So thank you. But Gamecocks for life, bro. Gamecocks for life. So No job opportunity for your man, Captain Will. Nope. We're going to keep rocking with this show until the wheels fall off. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Members, we're going to be chopping up tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. Look for that invitation tomorrow. For everybody else, we'll be on live and in color, 8 o'clock p.m. on Sunday night. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.